In an effort to improve as storytellers ourselves, we believe it is imperative for us to study what came before us. And today we're going to be discussing another perfect scene. This one coming to us from one of our favorite scripts ever, Casablanca. Directed by Michael Curtiz and written by Philip G. Epstein, Julius J. Epstein, and Howard Kock. We're going to be focusing on the scene where Ilsa and Rick are at the lingerie stall.
Morning.
Senor Ferrari's the fat gent at the table.
To set the scene, Ilsa and Rick were once lovers in Paris before the Nazi occupation and were supposed to escape on a train together. But Ilsa left him at the train station with a broken heart. But now she's shown up in his gin joint and turned his world upside down. She snuck away from her husband the previous night to go to Rick, but he was drunk and they fought. Now, in this scene, Rick is sober and has come to apologize.
I'm sorry I was in no condition to receive you when you called on me last night.
Doesn't matter.
The scene starts with Ilsa browsing the lingerie and the vendor trying to upcharge her because she's new in town. Rick's opening line is his first attempt at getting back on her good side by telling her she's being cheated. But Ilsa is stronger than that, and she knows what he's doing and won't let him off that easily. She shoots down both the vendor and Rick, and here's where we believe the writers make this scene truly great. By keeping the vendor in the scene, they force the two main characters to talk about the previous evening without using explicit language.
You will not find a treasure like this in all Morocco, mademoiselle. Only 700 francs.
You're being cheated.
And secondly, they inject humor into the scene through the vendor, adding another layer to it. After she shoots down Rick's first attempt, he makes it an official apology, and once again she shoots him down with the exact same line. Now, usually you don't want to write repetitively with dialogue, but for this case it works because he apologizes twice and she rejects him twice. By making the rejection the same, it shows him that she knew the first one was an apology and that simply saying "I'm sorry" won't fix what he did.
You can have it for 200.
I'm sorry I was in no condition to receive you when you called on me last night.
Doesn't matter.
For special friends of Rick's, we have a special discount of 100 francs.
With the vendor interjecting periodically, the writers make sure to keep the scene from going into melodrama. With Rick mentioning that he's still fuzzy on the details of the story, this turns the scene from an apology to an exchange of information, a new goal for the scene that Ilsa is more receptive to engage in. The vendor leaves the scene for a time, and the two ex-lovers get to converse a little more candidly.
The story had me a little confused. Maybe it was the bourbon.
I have some tablecloths, some napkins.
Thank you. I'm really not interested.
Please, 1 minute, please.
Rick says that she can finally tell him why she ran out on him in Paris, but she declines. Why? Because she wants to know if he's just as mean when he's sober. Now, she cuts deep, saying that he's changed, that he's no longer the person she fell in love with, by telling him the truth, that he no longer has the look of love, but hatred instead. There is no hope for their love. It's clear that she still has feelings for him though, which is why she suggests that they not learn more about each other now, so that they can keep the ideal versions of each other in their memories.
The Rick I knew in Paris, I could tell him he'd understand. But the one who looked at me with such hatred. I'll be leaving Casablanca soon and we'll never see each other again.
But Rick can't let it go. He has to know why she left him. So he gives his best guess, and then says that his door is open and that he'll be expecting her. Her reaction to that offer is the reason he continues. She doesn't say she'll take him up on that offer, but she's not emphatically denying it either.
Did you run out on me because you couldn't take it, because you knew what it would be like? Hiding from the police, running away all the time?
You can believe that if you want to.
Well, I'm not running away anymore. I'm settled now.
He tells her about the day when she'll lie to Victor Laszlo and want Rick back. But this is where he's wrong, and this is the place where the scene turns on its head. Rick was so sure that he was right about her and why she left him, and now it's time for her to burst his bubble again. By telling him the truth, that Laszlo is her husband and was her husband when they were in Paris, she smashes his world.
So walk up a flight. I'll be expecting you. All the same, someday you'll lie to Laszlo. You'll be there.
Sending him reeling back in time and forever changing the good times in Paris. They are no longer the best times of his life, but marred in scandal. The greatest love of his life was just a mistake, a sin for which she has been redeemed from.
No, Rick. No, you see, Victor Laszlo is my husband. And was, even when I knew you in Paris.
And with that, she leaves him once again, having to put himself together. This scene comes a little after halfway through the film and serves as the midpoint of the film, the story beat where a major reversal of fortune and emotion happens for our protagonist. And this is exactly what happens to Rick. After having a beacon of hope for their love the previous night and squandering it in a drunken stupor, Rick's hopes are dashed against the truth that Ilsa gives him. It was absolutely not the thing he wanted to hear. And all this is done with the backdrop of a market and a humorous third character in the mix. A brilliant scene in writing and acting that is one of the many reasons why this film is a classic. Because this is a perfect scene.
Why did you come back? To tell me why you ran out on me at the railway station?
Yes.
Well, you can tell me now. I'm reasonably sober.